So let me ask you along these lines about comfort. Just a very good illustration from last night. It may be totally off base or it may be on target. But when last night I was sitting in one of these awful white chairs. Okay?
Awful white chairs.
And I was absolutely in pain. I mean, I don't know if anybody noticed me, but I was twisting around all the time, because I was actually bending it over, and I felt like I was going to fall over. So finally, I got up, and I finally sat back there and went with a good chair. Now, is that something silly, or is that actually somehow related to also seeking comfort?
All pain is related to something emotionally. Like last night in the first half of the session, I had back pain. In the second half of the session, I didn't. And that was related to emotions that I was conscious of while I was speaking in the first half of the session. So every single thing you experience is emotional. Of course, you can always get into a more comfortable position and then say that emotion doesn't exist, which is what we often do. So what we often finish up doing is, my bum's sore, so I'll go and find a comfortable chair, and my bum won't be sore anymore. Now, obviously, there are some things that are going to hurt the physical body. But then you've got to ask yourself, well, why did you choose that chair in the first place anyway? Like, do you know what I mean? Because you would have, but wouldn't you have initially, like, before I sat down on these, I got one of these, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you have done that? There must be something going on emotionally that causes you to feel like you weren't worthy to do that. So you just ask yourself those questions. Let yourself feel what's going on. But there's no harm in comfort. Obviously our Father wants us to be comfortable. But the question with anything we do is, am I doing this because I'm avoiding something? And so a lot of people, can I say a bit more about this? A lot of people drink alcoholic beverages because they're avoiding something. In fact, almost all people who drink alcoholic beverages are avoiding something. You think about when you want to drink an alcoholic beverage, when you want to drink some wine. When is it? When you really feel like you need one, when it is.
Well, the French drink wine all the time.
They do.
It's part of their
culture.
But you feel about it when you're doing it. That's the question I'm asking.
When relaxing.
I feel like I want to relax. I feel like I need some help to relax. Right? Many times that's the motivator, right? So then ask yourself, why do I feel like I need to relax? What have I done today where I've treated myself so badly that now I need a tool to help me relax? There's something going on. Obviously, I'm trying to run away from something emotionally, or I'm treating myself badly enough where I need something that is a depressant to actually to make me relax. Let's look at coffee. How many big coffee drinkers? Yeah. Okay. Coffee, obviously coffee damages an unborn child, like you know that, right? So therefore, if coffee damages an unborn child, then obviously there are issues with caffeine in terms of how it affects the body. You can drink as much coffee as you want. I can guarantee you, though, you will not ever be at one with your father drinking coffee. Yeah.
Or any caffeine, right? Not just coffee.
Because you're choosing to harm your body, right? And there's an issue morally. When you're choosing to harm your body, there obviously is an issue within yourself as to why you feel that you need to do that. And most people go for coffee for reasons of stimulant. Like they need to be stimulated. They need to get a pick-me-up, to get themselves into a certain emotional condition. Ask yourself before you have the drink, why do I feel like I need this pick-me-up? What's going on within me emotionally? You see, we're constantly using all these little tools, right? All these little... Food is another one, big one. TV, videos. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, you can have coffee if you want coffee. There's nothing wrong with any of these things. I'm just saying to you that if you're avoiding an emotion, now your motive is really out of harmony with love.
What you're saying is the reason for using it. If you're using it to help you relax, then, or if you're trying to get comfortable to avoid the emotion, but you want to protect your body too, right? So you don't want to put it in a situation of harm.
Yeah.
There can be a dependency on it, though. That's what you're talking about.
Well, it's not even the dependency. It's like, why am I using anything at this moment? Why am I choosing to do this particular thing at this moment? Like, what's going on within me emotionally? Be aware. Just let yourself become aware of what's really happening. Because in the end, you will be completely aware of every single emotion passing through you at any one moment. That's where you're headed, to be completely aware of every single emotion that is passing through you at any single moment.
Is that what happens when you die? As you're dying?
You don't have to die to get into that state.
No, I just wondered, because people say your life flashes before your eyes, kind of, is the old superstition thing.
Yeah, no. What's happening when you're dying is a little different. But if I could get to that perhaps later, and we go back to this subject.
Okay, I didn't mean, I just...
Yeah. The issue for most of us is that we are constantly using tools to deny our emotions. And if we can stop doing that, if we can notice what we're doing and stop doing that, what will happen is the emotion will be exposed. When we run to the addiction, we are actually every single time avoiding the exposure of the underlying emotion. So let's say I get up in the morning, the first thing I normally do is have a coffee, right? And maybe a cigarette too, just to help it. So then the question I need to ask myself, all right, why am I doing that to myself emotionally? Like what emotions am I in this state when I first wake up? How am I really feeling right now? And you'll find that it's just a world will open up to you if you can ask yourself that one question. Because you'll find that there are certain emotions of fear and anger and sadness and everything from your sleep state experience that you're not allowing yourself to feel as soon as you wake up, that you're wanting to get away from in order to pick yourself up and face the day. You will also feel even things like, wow, I don't even want to face today. Like, I don't even want to go to work today, but I have to. Oh, do I really have to? You'll work through all issues of desires and longings and all those kind of things you'll work through as well, right? If you just face some of these little tiny minor issues, which in reality often are huge issues capped by an addiction, right? There's a little cap on the top, like a screw cap on the bottle, which is the addiction, like a coffee in the morning. That's a good way to get rid of all of that.